this computer. There we go. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, Coach Reg, just super excited about what Pastor Peter and Paula McDonald have done and what's going on with Novatech, because Novatech will continue to do a great job for us. We will continue to let our money stay there and grow, because that's that long-term retirement money. We want that to continue to grow on average of 3% a week. And if we all just stay calm and realize the company's awesome and don't start withdrawing our money, because they need the money as the liquidity pool to keep trading to grow the company. So it's just a matter of letting things roll out the way they have been and continue to enjoy the benefits therefrom. However, in moving forward, we do have something super exciting. And that thing that is super exciting is called Fintoch, okay? Fintoch. And Fintoch it's just a paradigm shift, you guys. I can truly say Fintoch is what we've been looking for. And you know, it's often we'll get in a company, say, oh, this thing's great, it's the best thing ever. This truly is, and you can look at the technology and see that. The technology of Fintoch has already won awards in the country of Hong Kong. Binance has said it's one of the top 5 blockchain projects that have come out this year. Just truly amazing. So Fintoch, plainly speaking, all that's happening is that we as the people become the bank, and we loan our funds to others, and we get paid a daily return on investment of 1% per day, okay? Now, what does that? Here's the example I like to give regarding that. Let me see if I can change. My phone gets called sometimes. 1 second. I'm going to change to my computer. Do this all the way. I think that'll work. No more echoing. Okay, move this out the way. All right, good show. Usually I keep my phone on because sometimes my camera on the computer starts to wiggle and jiggle. I like solar panels, so you got that behind me now. But we like to give examples of how things work to make it easy to understand. And when it comes to Fintoch, here's the example I like to give. So let's say that you have money in Bank of America, the national bank here in the States. You've got $1,000 in Bank of America. You know, savings accounts, they give you like 0.2% on your money, right? That's nothing. Let's say your money's in Bank of America and Chase Bank, another national bank, comes to you and say, hey, I know you got $1,000 in Bank of America. Please bring it over to Chase. We've got a lot of people that need car loans, but we don't have enough money to loan out. Bring your money to Chase, and instead of getting that 0.2%, we'll give you 3% a year. And you're like, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll do that. That's better than a CD. So you move your money from Bank of America to Chase, and now they start doing what banks do. They loan their money. They loan the money to other people that want to buy cars, and they're getting 8 and 9% on that money, and they're going to give you 3% of it. Okay, that's basically what we're doing. We're becoming the bank. If you are familiar with cryptocurrency and you've been dealing with it for a while, all of this will make a lot of sense to you. If you are super young or older and seasoned, and you just really haven't got into cryptocurrency and blockchain all that much yet, although Novatech was a good entree because, you know, we had to fund the account with cryptocurrency. So all of us have a working knowledge, but we want you to know more and more and more. So right now, Saturday at 1 o'clock, we're having this meeting. We canceled our team meeting today for Mother's Day weekend, but we normally meet at 1 o'clock Eastern every Saturday. And we teach on blockchain. We teach on all kinds of stuff because we all need to know what's happening, if you understand what I'm saying. So the blockchain is amazing. It's going to change your life. It's already started to change our lives. The predictions are that blockchain is bigger than the internet, all right? So we need to be in position, and Fintoch has positioned itself extremely well. So just like with the bank scenario, now if you have money in, say, your Trust wallet or your Exodus wallet or your MetaMask wallet, and it's just sitting there, you're moving your money from the Trust wallet to the Fintoch wallet. And once you put it in the Fintoch wallet, you're going to then loan it out, and not for a car loan, but you're going to loan it to other traders that trade cryptocurrencies online, and they make a lot of money. That's why they want to borrow your money to trade to make more money. And they're going to pay you 1% a day for that money. Fintoch will receive 2%. They're going to give 1% to you, and then they're going to put most of the other money in the comp plan so that we can all enjoy it. So that's generally speaking what it's all about. Okay. Fintoch started in June of 22. They have had an event every month since then. This was an Asian Pacific event back in December of 22. It started over in Asia, and they are really rocking it. Now, one of my friends found out about it from an Asian friend of his back in like January of this year, And that's when it really came to the States. His name is Blockchain Kojo, a phenomenal fella that we've been working with. But Fintoch is now in the States. It's still relatively new, you guys, to the States, but it started in June. So it's almost a year old and it's doing phenomenally well. This was an event in December of 22. They literally right now, today, as we speak, are in Dubai for their monthly event now. Every month they have a different event in a different country. And there's about 4 people in our upline, in our organization, that are in Dubai right now, meeting the people that are doing extremely well and things of that nature. And we'll go on more and more about other stuff. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with you. I've taken a lot of slides out, but I just want to give you the bare bones of stuff that you would want to know should you choose to move forward with us in diversifying your investment portfolio, okay? So Fintoch, it's a peer-to-peer blockchain financial platform. That means that people deal right to each other. We loan our money to another person. Fintoch is not a company, so to speak, that we give our money to Fintoch. We don't give our money to Fintoch. Your money stays with you in your own wallet that is your personal wallet, non-custodial wallet that you have the 12 keys for, the private keys. That is your wallet, your money. It never leaves you, but you loan it out to somebody else, and the blockchain manages everything. There's 100 computers that are nodes, and these nodes govern everything according to a smart contract. Okay, so it's just like Bitcoin, you guys. Bitcoin has a blockchain. It was founded by somebody that nobody knows, Sakamoto, whatever his name is, right? Nobody knows who that is, but he put together this blockchain, this Bitcoin monster that just operates. There's no person, no company that operates Bitcoin. It's on the blockchain. It's got its own code, and that's what happens. Same thing here. There's no company, there's no organization that manages Fintoch as a way that we make money. It's a blockchain. It's a smart contract. It operates on its own. And all that is important to know, because we've been in businesses before, many of us, that have started and then they closed down. Some of them were just frauds from the beginning and they took our money. And we don't want that anymore, you guys. We want to be with something that we control what's going on. And that's what's happening with this company. And that's why we're so excited about it. And we can tell you that we believe this is the future for everyone. Okay, so the main thing is that third paragraph. That's what I wanted to tell you. This exclusive blockchain security technology is called hybrid, all right? And it allows us to invest, check this now, zero risk investment on the blockchain. If you've ever seen a zero risk investment, we believe this is it. We don't believe you can lose your money with this company. It's not just us saying it, it's the experts saying it. And even Yahoo Finance did a story on the company about how great it is. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody today. This is really a very simple company. The slides are even very simple, but we're not going to spend a lot of time with it. But what's happening is, just like with Bank of America and Chase, you're loaning your money to somebody that wants to buy a car. Here, we're loaning our money to somebody that wants to trade on the internet. So we give them our money and they trade. Now, let me show you why it's risk-free. And this is amazing. You don't even have to read the slide. You guys can take screenshots, or you can watch this later, the recording, or there's tons of information online that give all this information. But plainly speaking, again, here's what's happening. So let's say you have $10,000, you put it in this program, you loan it out. When you loan it out, there's a trader that's going to borrow it. The way the smart contract works, they have to put half that money up as a deposit. So they deposit $5,000, okay? And then from that $5,000, they're going to get the $10,000 to trade with. Now, you may have heard of a coin just a couple weeks ago called Pepe coin, P-E-P-E. If you had put $150 in Pepe coin about 6 or 7 weeks ago and traded it, you would have had $1.5 million last week when that thing shot up. Amazing, you guys. There's a lot of speculators who made a ton of money on Pepe coin. I know one guy that's on my team that made money with it, and he put his money over here in Fintoch, the money that he made. Pepe coin was amazing, but there's thousands of little coins like that. Even Bitcoin started out super cheap, and then it went up to $68,000. So these coins are micro cap coins. It might be 0.0001 cent, and it goes up a little bit and they make a lot of money. So that's why we loan our money to them, because they know how to trade those coins and make a lot of money. So if they make $40,000, $50,000 on that 10,000, they don't mind paying 2% a day for that loan. And that's how it works. They borrow the money, they make money, and they pay the blockchain, the smart contract, 2%, and we get 1% a day. It's amazing, you guys. That's all there is to it. But check this out. Here's where the risk-free comes in. Let's say they lose money. They're not a good trader. Here's what happened. The smart contract, because your money never leaves the Fintoch platform, it's still there, even though they're trading. The smart contract sees that their trade is losing money. And when they lose 70% of their deposit, it kicks them out. So that $5,000 they deposited, when they lose 70% of that, it kicks out their trade, it liquidates the money, and it then pays the 2% to you. It puts your 10,000 right back where it's supposed to be. And then it gives the investor a couple $100 back or whatever they got left. So you never have a risk for loss the way this company is set up. And it's truly amazing. That's what's going on at Fintoch, and that's what we have our hands on right now. This page just basically says the same thing, but over on the right, it talks about 10 nodes. These are the nodes, the computers that monitor the transaction. Okay, it's not a person that does this. It's all digital, you guys. Now, this is real neat here because when you look at Fintoch and smart contracts, you may have some people who are experts in smart contracts and they'll say, oh, I still don't trust smart contracts either because the developers will have some backdoor wallet. When it gets big, they withdraw all the money and run away. Well, there's a company that's called Certic, and Certic is one of the top 8 auditing companies out there that audit smart contracts. And they audited Fintoch and they found that Fintoch is secure, okay? In the audit, we got an 87 score overall, but the security score was high, which is most important. Actually, 87 is a good score, but the security said, nope, there's no backdoor contracts. There's nothing there to enable somebody to shut this down. So just like Bitcoin's going to run for years and years and years, Fintoch is going to run for years and years and years. It's really amazing to have that audit in place. Now, Fintoch is also coming out with its own blockchain because right now we trade on other blockchains. We've got our own blockchain that's supposed to be released here in the very near future. So Certic is now doing the audit on the new blockchain and everything new. So we'll have those findings here very shortly. But when I say that right now we operate on different networks, those of you who trade and who understand crypto, you may have been on Uniswap or SunSwap or PancakeSwap. You know, those names sound funny, but you're swapping one coin for another basically. And that's where you trade these little small coins. You know, us general folk, we hear about a coin that's big. We're waiting for it to come to Binance.com so we can buy it. We're waiting for it to get to Coinbase. We're waiting for it to get to Gemini, those sites that we're familiar with so we can buy a coin. But before they get good enough and big enough and strong enough to get on those networks, they're on PancakeSwap. They're on SunSwap and Uniswap. That's where they start. And that's where these people that we loan our money to, that's where they're trading from. All right. Now, PancakeSwap is for the Binance Smart Chain. SunSwap is for the Tron Smart Chain. Okay. And Uniswap is for the Ethereum Smart Chain. That's why there's 3 different chains that we operate within. And here eventually we're going to have our own Fintoch FTC blockchain that's going to do all of this. So all the money stays internally. But it's just amazing. There's over $500 million traded daily on these 3 networks. And those people are borrowing money from us. And that's why we're loaning our money in to provide that liquidity so they can trade. Okay. Pretty amazing. So Fintoch is truly a DeFi program. DeFi meaning decentralized finance. All right. You've heard that word probably. Centralized means like the central bank that is the Fed that controls everything in America. Centralized means there's a company or a person that's over it that controls it. If you ever go to a platform, they ask you for your name, your email, your social security, all that kind of stuff. That's centralized. Somebody's over it. But DeFi, true decentralized finance, means that there's no company, like I've said a few times now, when you come to Fintoch, you will not give your name, you'll not give your email, your phone number, your social, nothing. It's just like when you go to Trust Wallet and open a wallet, you're going to get your own wallet. You're going to get 12 private keys that control the ownership of that wallet, and that is yours. That's how Fintoch operates. It's truly decentralized, and that's what I really love about it. Here's the next thing that's so cool about it. Once you have your Fintoch app and you got your wallet, those 12 words, you can go to these wallets here on the screen, MetaMask and so on, or Trust Wallet. You can go to Trust Wallet, put those 12 words and import your wallet into Trust Wallet. So check this out. If Fintoch app ever goes down, you can still put your 12-word password into Trust Wallet and see your wallet and see your money there, and you can withdraw your money in that app. Now that technology really moved me because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to lose my money again. And I see Fintoch as that super safe place to be. Okay. Hopefully you guys are following along with me and you're getting this, because this is some phenomenal stuff. And that's why Brother Peter is in love with this company as a great next step as we diversify and utilize both Novatech and Fintoch. Okay. Now, this really is not super important, but they just also have new coins that come out. I told you about how new coins come out on those 3 sites. Well, we actually provide some of those coins. Coin producers come to Fintoch and ask us to release their coins. So that says a lot as well. Fintoch as a company, as a conglomerate, it's owned by 3 individuals. The investor, us, we get 30% ownership, and there's an FTH coin that is the security token that holds the ownership. So they give us FTH coin as we grow the company, and that FTH coin just continues to grow in value. Fintoch, the company or the developers, so to speak, they get 52%. And then there's a Middle East royal family that came in and gave a whole lot of money for the development of this. They own 18%. So the blockchain, Fintoch, that's on the blockchain is not controlled by anybody, but there is a Fintoch limited company, and they're located in California. They're actually like the marketing arm. They're the company that puts on these monthly events. They're the company that makes sure everything continues to operate smooth. Okay, so that's how that works. All right. So also in 2025, 2 years from now, we expect Fintoch to be on the NASDAQ with an IPO. Now, that's not like stocks on the NASDAQ. They have a special division for cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is already, not blockchain, Bitcoin is already on the NASDAQ. Ethereum is on the NASDAQ, and we expect Fintoch to be there soon as well. So that's basically what the company is all about. Can you mute for me, Brother Peter? That's what the company is all about. We're going to get to questions.
No, where you get it from?
Somebody mute Pierre for me, please.
Floor, where you get the bathroom?
Sure, I'm gonna see about if I can
have the ability
mute,
to do it. Let me do it real quick.
mute whoever that is speaking. But yeah, I'm telling you, I am. Hold on, let me start my video too. There we go. Yeah. First of all, Coach Reg, phenomenal insight. Every time I hear you talk about this, my confidence level just goes, it's beyond 100, because I definitely understand enough about the crypto space to understand how solid this trading platform is. And it's not really a trading platform. It's just a platform for us to be able to make money.
Yes, sir.
By lending out money, and how solid and stable that is. I do want to open it up for questions. I don't know if you was going to talk much about the compensation plan before I did that.
I can. Yeah, I can go straight into that right now.
Okay, why don't you do that, and then I ask my questions, and we'll open it up for more questions. I'll mute myself out.
Excellent. So as it relates to the compensation plan, you got it?
Yeah, I figured that out when I got on.
It's really amazing. Thank you. When you get involved, you're going to put your money into lending. Like I said, if you put $1,000 in, you're going to get 1% a day. So on $1,000, that's $10 a day your account is going to grow. And I'll explain that to you a little bit more in a second. But the referral program, if you bring somebody to the table and say they put $1,000 in, they're going to make $10 a day. But on that level 1, you get 15% of their daily earnings. Okay, kind of like Novatech, pretty similar. So if they put $1,000 in, they get $10 a day, then you're going to get 15% of that, which is $1.50 a day. Okay, so level 2, if they have somebody that comes in for $1,000, then you get 10% of what that person gets. So that would be another $10. So you'd be making $25 a day on those 2 people that are underneath you. It pays level 1 and level 2 for those referral commissions. Okay, if they put 10,000 in, you don't get any of the 10,000. You know, that's that Ponzi stuff. But the earnings, you get paid on the earnings, just like Novatech. Novatech is very smart. They always have liquidity because they pay on the earnings. They don't give money out per se on the other money. So works the same way there. First 2 levels. Now there's also the 3rd way. So you get paid by your own investment. You get paid by the check match, 2-level referral money. And then the 3rd way is with team management incentives. This is amazing, you guys, for people who are true team builders. And if you're not a team builder, this company is so awesome and so easy to talk about that a lot of people will just want to come on anyway. The minimum investment is only $100. So everyone can do $100. I feel so strong about this company. Now, I never tell people what to do with their money. I really just tell people what I do with mine. But I feel so strong about this one. I really would love to see everybody that's in Novatech just slide on over here. And if you have no money, try and find $100. If you have money and you're not sure about it, just put $100 in. A lot of people just start at $100. That's okay. You can check it and see you make that $1 a day. But if you're somebody that's got money and you like these type of projects, put 5, 10, 20,000 in. I've got one guy, he put 40,000 in. I know other people that put a lot more than that. Just like in Novatech, people dump a lot of money in programs that they feel are good. And once you see your money start to grow, then you'll want to put more in. And once you see your money start to grow, you'll want to tell more people about it. But that's what it's all about. When you tell people to get to the first level, it's called a GM, you only have to bring on 5 different people. All right. And that's 5 wallets because it's no name or anything. And the reality is you could really take your main wallet and put 5 wallets in that are your own personal wallet if you wanted to, and put $100 in each one, and you're qualified with 5 people. Okay. Everything stays simple here. And once you have team investments of $50,000, that's the qualification. So 5 people and $50,000, you're a GM. When you get to GM, you start making $100 a day, right? $100 a day, 100 times 10, that's 1,000 times 30 days. That's $3,000 a month. Just because you've got $5,000 worth of volume under you. And that's just the management bonus, not the money you make on yourself or those referrals. So really amazing, you guys, how simple that is. And just to get promoted to the next levels, it's 150,000 then to get to the vice president. Still the same 5 people. You don't have to recruit more people. You just have to get $150,000 worth of volume now. And then the next level is 500,000 worth of volume. You know, people can easily get to 500,000. People who do this, who network and recruit. So it's easy to grow these levels. The only requirement to get to the next level is to have 2 people under you in 2 different lines that get promoted to the same position you are. So if you're a GM and you have 2 GMs come up under you, that pushes you to VP if you have 150,000. If you're a VP and your 2 GMs then follow you and become VPs, now you got 2 VPs under you, that pushes you to an SVP. And an SVP, you're making even more. So a VP makes between $150 and $300 a day. An SVP then makes $600 to $1,500 a day. When you get to a $2 million organization and you have 2 SVPs that follow you, you're an ED. The guy that told me about this, who's one of the top guys here in America, he's an ED now, okay? And he's making a couple $1,000s a day, all right? Truly amazing. Actually, probably more than that now. There's another fella, I'm not gonna give his name or anything, but I know about him. He's in Novatech, and he came over and brought a bunch of his leaders. They're big boys, so they put big boys and big gals. They put their 50,000 in, and they're creating GMs like a factory. He's literally in 3 weeks at $3,000 a day, you guys. That's $90,000 a month in 21 days. That's how good this program is. The top position is an MD. Once you have $6 million in your organization, at that point, you're making $13,000 to $30,000 a day. And an MD that brings another MD is an MD plus. They can make even more than that. You guys, this company is outrageous. I told you it started in June of last year. There are folk over in the Asia region who are making $30,000 and $35,000 a day, okay? Because they've got over $6 million in volume under them. That's over $9 million a month. It's happening right now. Our leaders over in Dubai, meeting with them right now, finding out all of their secrets. And because they're on our team, you'll learn all those secrets as well. Truly amazing. Just a couple other little footnotes. If you are a GM and somebody else matches your GM level, you'll still get 20% of what they get. Okay, so that would be $20 a day on that part instead of the regular 100. But you still get paid overrides on all the other people in your organization. If they pass you and your GM becomes a VP and you're still a GM, then you've got 7 days to catch up to their position so you don't lose your pay. Otherwise, you won't get those incentives anymore under that leg. But you've got that volume there, so then you just got to build the other side and keep it going. So strategy-wise, when you're building, for those who are builders, I'm giving you guys a lot of information. If you're not following me or you don't get it, that's fine. Just get what you've got, which is get $100 and get 1% a day. we tell people to start with at least $500. You know, if you can come up with 500 minimum, so you can see some real money start to accumulate. But if all you have is 100, get in, and then you can start telling other people because you're already in. But for people who really get this and want to shoot for the sky, you have 5 legs you need to sign up. So 2 of those are going to be your builder legs. You don't want to build in all 5. You build in those 2. All your builders, you start stacking because you want all these GMs to keep pushing everybody up to get you to the top. Okay. And we can talk more in detail about that later, but just to make sure you have that in your spirit so you build properly. Okay. This chart just shows you what your investment does for you. Okay. So let's go back to your pure investment. All of you who love Novatech because of the passive nature, you don't have to recruit anybody. This is for you. If you put $100 in, you're gonna get 1% per day. Okay. All right.
I got one.
All right. Thank you for muting. All of you who put $100 in, guess what? That's 1% a day. So understand this: 1% a day over 100 days. That's 100%. That means you've doubled your money in 100 days. All right. But here's the magic of this company. They give you 1% on your personal investment. When you put it in, it's for a 7-day lending period. So after 7 days, you can withdraw it or you put it back in. We all have the default setting to let it just keep reinvesting that $100 that we're lending. So you never have to even worry about it. You just keep getting that 1% until you finally stop it. But the profits that you make on that $100, the $1 a day profit that you make, after 7 days, it starts to earn 1.5% compounding. All right. So that 1% is the 1.5% is going to compound on your profits, and it's going to grow fast, you guys. So the fact that you're getting 1% on your capital and then 1.5% on your profits means that instead of 100 days to double your money, you actually double your money in 63 days. All right. Your money will double every 63 days if you're just totally passive. All right. Now, here's the only thing that you need to know, because I'm giving you all the information up front. The only work you have to do if you're passive, once every 2 months, then every 63 days, when your money doubles, when that 100 in profit equals your 100 that you've invested, you need to withdraw your profits and then loan those profits out. So now you've got 200 in profits and you start the doubling period all over again. Because here's what the smart contract does. Once you double your earnings, the 1.5% compounding stops at that point. That's what makes this program so sustainable. We're not saying, oh, you're going to compound forever and have trillions of dollars. There's not trillions of dollars in the world. That's why so many platforms out there promise stuff that just isn't realistic. All right. So after you double your money, the 1.5 compounding stops, and you want to continue to get that benefit. So you withdraw those profits and then you loan those out. So now you got $200 out there loaned out and you start to build again. Now you're making $2 a day and it's going to grow. So the chart basically says that you get $1 a day, and then 3 months later, that becomes 36 times your money. I'm sorry, 1 month later, that's 36 times your money. 2 months later, it's 2 times your money. So if you continue on every 2 months, they're saying in a year's time, you have now made $6,400 with your money doubling every 2 months. All right. What that means is this: whatever you put in 12 months later, just a little over 12 months later, you have 64 times your money, 6,400%. So $100 becomes $6,400. So all of you who are on this call say, I don't know, I'm scared of this stuff, or I don't know, I love Novatech, I don't think I want to switch. Now, all I'm saying is get in the game, put $100 in, and just watch it grow, because 100 turns into 6,400. All right. So that's why I say I would love to see everybody do that. But of course, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. Down in the middle, if you did $1,000 over 1 year of doubling every 2 months turns to 64,000. All right. $10,000 after 1 year of doubling every 2 months turns to $640,000. All right. So that's how that works. If you put $500 in and you just let it compound passively, you didn't refer anybody, just compounded passive, that 500 would become $32,000 in 1 year's time. That's why we don't want to play with this one. We want to get in and get excited. If you are the type that likes to recruit people, get in and get it done before other people find out about it. Because folk are learning quick. This is that time you can turn the table. People you've been under before, now you can have them under you. Okay, truly magical. And that's it, you guys. It's real easy to join. There's 4 steps. It's really just one process, but it's kind of 4 parts to it. I'm not even necessarily going to read all that, but the first is to just click your sponsor's link. You're going to download the app to your file, to your phone. It is a mobile thing, so you can do it on your tablet, but not on your desktop. Once you download the app, then you're going to create your wallet, okay? And it's going to have your 12 words, your mnemonic password. So you'll create your wallet. Usually if you go to Trust, you open a wallet, they give you your wallet address. But over here, you've got to use your sponsor's link to create your wallet, because your wallet needs to be linked to somebody so everyone can make money. So that's the only difference there. And then the third thing, you're going to fund the wallet with USDT. We use TRC20, BEP20, which is the Binance chain, the Tron chain, and ERC20 is the Ethereum chain. Fund it with however much you want to do, 100, 200. It's in, you can't do $120. It's all multiples of 100. So 100, 10,000, 100,000, whatever the case may be. And you also need to fund some gas fees, the Tron, the Binance coin, or the Ethereum, because you've got to pay the gas fees when you transfer those tokens, okay? And then you're going to have your money in the platform, and then you're just going to do one last step to click a button to actually loan your money to the traders. And that's really all there is to it. That's the presentation. I was going to take just another couple minutes because this is the fun part. I'm going to show you my app and let you see what that's all about. Let me see if I can start a screen share with my phone. It should knock out the computer. All right. Start screen share. I am in my phone. Fintoch app is right here. Just like an app, like everything else. This is the home screen of the app, you guys. Pretty amazing. Right in the middle, it says to invite. And that's going to give you your invite key. You hit copy link, and then you send your link to your people, and they'll click that. Let me go ahead and show you what the link looks like, just so I'll kind of do a training while I do a presentation. It's kind of cool to see this stuff in action. So this is what your link looks like. Okay, it's create a wallet ID. This is that number on the top is whoever's link it is, just to let you know, okay, because you don't have your name or phone number or anything. That is your ID. ID 17 ends in A04F. That is your wallet address, your ID. All right. So you're going to go to the bottom and hit download, and then you're going to download the app to your phone. If you have Android, you use Android. If you have an Apple phone, you use iOS. It's that simple. Download it to your phone. Most people, no problem, lickety split. Sometimes people with Apples, there's a lot of security settings, so it might be a little hassle to you, but no big deal. Just keep following those prompts, and there's videos on that. And then you're going to create your wallet ID. Okay. This one says fail because you do need to have a VPN, a virtual private network, just for this one step. That's the only time you need it. You click that button. It'll give you a box under create a wallet ID where your new ID, that's your unique wallet ID. If you don't have a VPN, just ask your sponsor to do it for you, because all they got to do is click that link, give you your code, and you're on about business. Okay, so super simple. That's what that's all about. Back to the Fintoch app. This is the home page again. Just all kinds of information on here. At the very bottom, you see home lending. It's the lending page where you would put your 100 or 1,000, however much money you're going to put in. Then profit, that shows how much you make. Then browser, which we don't really use that often. And then the wallet, just like any other multi-coin wallet. This is your wallet. You can transfer and send money somewhere, or you can receive money. Let's see, why is it doing? Oh, I didn't do anything. So I'm at Tron now. All right, Tron wallet. I can receive, that's my address, copy my address and send money to myself when you want to fund it. If I want to withdraw my money or send it someplace else, I'd hit transfer and send it out. Okay, it's just that simple. It's a regular wallet, you guys. If I want to swap, let's say I've got $64 in USDT and I need more Tron. I just hit swap. I say swap my USDT. I switch to the Tron network, USDT. All right, and USDT TRC20 with those. So I've got money, $64 of USDT. I want to swap for Tron. I just swap it. It works extremely well. Now, here's a word of caution for people who understand this stuff. Only swap within the same network, the Tron network, the Binance, or the Ethereum network. Don't do cross-chain swapping. Don't try to swap out USDT ERC20 for TRX because the fees are too high. Do that another way in another platform, okay? But everything works extremely well. I've done all this stuff, you guys. It's amazing. Profit, so this account, it only has $100 in it. So you can see here with investment income here, up top left, it says $19. That's my investment income. It's $1 a day on that $100. So that means this account's been going for 19 days. If I go down a little bit, you see my team, this wallet has only signed up 2 other wallets. So there's 2 people on this team, but those 2 people have already grown this wallet to 16 other wallets underneath there. All right. And that's resulted in $11,300 worth of volume in that account. Here's all the different wallet addresses that's under that account. Voted means that they've actually funded with money. Not voted means they haven't funded yet. And if you go to the very top, investment amount, you see one of those people. Those are just your personal direct invites. One of them invested 300, the other invested 100. So up at the very top right,
He's still in the room. I never touched him.
that top right will show you how much your personals have invested. Okay. I'm doing a lot more today than I planned to, but you guys, I'm sure overwhelmed because this project, you see how excited I am. This thing is amazing. So team benefits, those 2 people that grew to 16, this $100 account has already made $79 in 19 days. So the total made is $107. All right. In just those few days. So when we say that your $100 will double in 63 days, if you come in as a passive person, you can see now that if you recruit people, your $100 can double in a matter of 19 days like this one. And if you're doubling every 19 days, that's 6,400 and you're going to make tons more than that. So you kind of get an idea. My lending aggregation pool, that's where you go to make withdrawals. You hit withdraw your money, and in no time, the money's in your account. So everything is just really remarkable. That's kind of enough about the app. Just one other thing. When you turn it on, it's going to give you a flash and some noise that lets you know it's on. If it sits idle for a few hours, it might time out. So if it's unresponded, just swipe it off and click the link again. The last thing I'll show you, if you're on the home screen, up at the top, it says home. If you go to the left, there's a little gear, that little round gear, I don't know what I keep hitting, but that gear is the settings. So if you hit top left, that little gear, you'll see settings. All right. And identity wallet will show you all of the different wallets that are in that account. Okay. So it's really that simple. We'll explain a lot more to you as time goes by, but we'll keep it simple for now. I'm going to show you one more thing because I want you to know that you're not going to lose your money. We don't expect you to lose your money. Investing is always a risk, but let me show you just how amazing this platform is. So I told you that you can take your 12 words and go to another wallet. There's Trust Wallet. If I go into Trust Wallet, okay, let me back up. I'm moving too fast. I see the screen is showing up slow. Trust Wallet. I click Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet has nothing to do with Fintoch. Let me go back. Let me go back to Fintoch. All right, I'm in the Fintoch wallet. Now, if I go to the wallet, you see there, it has, let's see, Fintoch. Make sure I show this to you right so you really get what I'm talking about, because this should be one of those aha moments. Okay, we got Tron, $8 in Tron and $64 in USDT. I'm going to go to Trust Wallet now, and you see here we've got $8 in Tron, $64 in USDT. You guys, if the Fintoch ever goes down, your 12 words is your money. Your money is not with Fintoch. Your money is protected on the blockchain. It's amazing. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, let me go. I can tell everybody about this. All right. The technology is amazing. So your money's in the Trust Wallet here, and you can buy, send, sell, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your money. So you don't have to worry as much about this project as we do other projects. You can even go a step further down at the bottom. It says browser. When you go to the browser inside of a decentralized finance, you can then put in the Fintoch D-app, the D-app website, and it will take you to what looks like your wallet. And now you're looking at your same Fintoch wallet inside of the Trust app. Okay, it's outrageous. It's just amazing. I went to the website instead of the D app. Let's see, where's that? Reload. I did something earlier, and I'm going to the website now instead of the actual D app. I've got to link my wallet. There it is. Yeah, I haven't linked my wallet yet, but if I had linked my wallet, this is the same wallet inside of Trust Wallet. You see DAppFTHchain.com. That's the wallet address inside of the D-app. It's amazing, you guys, the technology. So you can go right in here, still loan your money out, still do everything you need to do inside of Trust Wallet, although this is Fintoch business. So I think that sums it up pretty good. There's not too much you can say about this company, but it is amazing. It is phenomenal. There is nothing like it in the world, and I hope you guys like it and love it like we do and want to follow all of us into it. Pastor, back to you, buddy.
Again, Reggie. Wow.
Wow.
So let me break down a few things before I open this up for Q&A. Just some of the points that I wrote down that really is completely enlightening to me. First of all, is for all of us who are passive, which means that we're not looking to build a team. We're just looking for some place to put our money so that we can have a growth. And with that growth, we have plans. One of the things I really love about what you just saw and what Coach Reg did a phenomenal job of explaining is the fact that you can now accurately plan. You know, for all of us who are lovers of Novatech, whenever we talk to people about the opportunity, we'll take them to the calculator site, right? And we will show them how their money could compound. But of course, we will say past performance is not indicative of future results because they were dealing with trading. Well, here's a little bit different. If I'm understanding this right, because you're loaning out the money and you're going to get a 1% an increase on the amount of your investment, you can pretty much say that from that chart that Coach Reg put up, if I put in $100 that, and I do what he said to do, which is reinvest, that in 12 months, I have $6,400. So it's not a possibility because it is a straight loan out and you're getting that 1% and the 1.5%. And that is coming from that 2% that Fintoch charges, you know that will be there. So here's a phenomenal way for you to take really good control of your finances and have a way to plan out 12 months from now. That's totally phenomenal for us. With that being said, I know Coach Reg, he went through some stuff. I understand crypto pretty decently. So when he went to the Trust Wallet, I know some of us might not understand what the Trust Wallet is. I do. But when he went to the Trust Wallet and showed you the mirror of what was happening in his Fintoch wallet, basically what he was saying is this platform is so integrated within the established crypto world that and transparent that you have Trust Wallet, which is very, 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 very popular in the world of crypto, talking to Fintoch. There's nothing to hide here. So I'm going to let you know that. We're working with a very stable, transparent platform that you can plan out a year from now. That is so powerful for you. I mean, this is so powerful. Another thing he had mentioned about recruiting. And you guys know that's why most of you guys who are part of my wife and I team are here, because we like to recruit. But here, guys, you're not recruiting. What you're really doing is informing. You're informing not only people of an opportunity, but this is so important. When we all joined Novatech, it was probably a lot of us first introduction into the world of crypto. And so we funded our accounts by using crypto. For a lot of us, as I mentioned, was our first introduction. What you just saw, what Coach Reg went through, and what he was talking about, and please, if this sounds like something you want to put your investment in, definitely we're going to be having more information meetings, because we need to inform people, not only recruit. We need to inform people, because what you just saw is a deeper education in the crypto space. And Coach Reg said something so powerful. This is DeFi, decentralized financing. In other words, you're hidden. The whole idea of Bitcoin was to keep your finances and how it operated for yourself in the aspect of being cloaked, in the aspect of secrecy. Not to say secrecy is bad. In this world of finances, I mean, you guys who are part of my ministry, you know how I've been talking about it. A prudent man needs to find hiding places, according to scripture. A prudent man foresees evil, hides himself. And I said, one of the things we need to learn how to hide is our finances. this is a phenomenal way of doing it. So you have a platform that's going to teach you more about the crypto space in a way that is industry leading. You're going to have a way to plan out your finances, and you have a phenomenally transparent, as far as in the world of crypto is concerned, a transparent platform that you're putting it on within the blockchain. So, Coach Reg, again, appreciate your time, your information. And one last point I want to mention, if you can, well, a question I have, as I'll open this up into questions and answers. Somebody just typed in, I'll let you answer it. Is there a monthly fee? I'll let you answer that, Coach Reg. But one of my first question is this, and this is more so of explaining the aspect of transparency that Fintoch has, which is, you talked about the 100 nodes on the blockchain, which I know allows another aspect of what we like to call transparency. And if you're familiar with that, can you give us some more insight on what that 100 nodes mean, the security around it, and also the transparency around it?
I sure can. So when it comes to Bitcoin, you hear all the time miners mining Bitcoin. So the miner is a person that's got a computer and they're integrating with the app, figuring out what the algorithms are, making stuff happen. Well, in Fintoch, we have something similar to a miner, and it's a computer that serves as a node, and the node is taking in all the information and it's governing what's going on with the smart contract. So there's 100 nodes, and for every one of the loaning situations, there's 10 nodes assigned to your transaction. Every transaction is on the blockchain. You can take your transaction hash and go to it and see where the money has gone and what's going on with it. You can even track the loan and see how well the person who is doing the loan is doing with their loan, okay? So transaction hashes for everything. Transparency is wide open. You always know what's going on. Those 10 nodes govern it. If once it's done, you get your money. Well, actually, you get your money daily as it's going on. Every 24 hours, you'll see your money. But transparency and security is number one. Just truly amazing. When you asked about a monthly fee, that's a great question. I didn't cover that. Novatech, when you have less than $25,000 in your account, there is a $25 monthly fee. But with Fintoch, there is no monthly fee at all. You continue to just share the benefits of your money growing. I see Sandra has a question. Are there any limits on how many levels you get paid on? It's not infinite levels. You only get paid on those first 2 levels, 15% of the profits of level 1 and 10% of the profits of level 2. So no, you don't continue to get percentages of profits of people, but what you do get is all of the volume, infinite. If you signed up 20 people wide and 1,000 people deep, all of that volume counts towards your management upgrades, which is what's getting you to the $100 a day, $300 a day, $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day, $30,000 a day. So all the volume of all of the investors in your organization counts towards your advancement. Any other questions out there? And you can unmute if you'd like to just add. I see Kennedy, go ahead.
Yes.
Hi, Rosalind, go ahead, sweetie.
Hi, good morning, Coach Reg. Thank you for the presentation, and Pastor Peter and Pastor Pamela definitely invited me to this platform. I have one question for you. I have a 17-year-old who will not be 18 until next year, Valentine's Day. What is the youngest that you can invest? Would I be able to put her in, or would I have to do something for her until she turns 18?
The question is the youngest. I would say 1 day. It's decentralized finance. There's no name, there's no date of birth, there's no nothing, no social. So if they're over 18 and they want to do it, they can do it. If they're under 18 and they're 15, 16, 17, and they love this space, they can invest their own money and make it happen on their own with their own wallet. But if you want to do something for your child, whether they're 8 years old or 17 years old, all you do is click your link and create a wallet, and you create a wallet for your child and fund that wallet and watch it grow.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Very nice to see you. Kennedy? You're unmuted, Kennedy. I don't know if you have any questions. Somebody else, go ahead and unmute and ask it. And if you don't like to speak, you can post a question in the chat. Go ahead, Tacola.
I have 4 questions, I guess, here. While you were speaking, what's a VPN?
Okay, a VPN is a virtual private network, okay? Let me share my screen again. We might as well do some training while we're here. Virtual private network. What that does is, let's say you live in Chicago, Illinois in America, you can actually, people use virtual private networks to be able to transact business and not have scammers find them and stuff like that. So you can get your virtual private network and connect through Canada or Australia or England, wherever you want. And then your computer has an IP address for a computer somewhere else. So the Fintoch creating a wallet function will not occur if you live in the United States. So when you create your wallet address, you need to have your VPN, virtual private network, open and have it set to another country so that that wallet can be created. All right. And I'm trying to log on. My phone's acting goofy. Go ahead and ask your other question. I'll go back to that.
Okay, awesome. So I think somebody asked, is there a monthly fee? I thought that was a good question. That's my second one.
And yes, I just answered that. There is not a monthly fee, no $25 a month like Novatech. So no monthly fee at all.
Okay, the third one is, are there stipulations for withdrawal? Not that I would want to necessarily withdraw, but are there stipulations?
Fabulous
withdrawing?
question. I did not cover that as well. So when you put $1,000 in, you make $10 a day. You can withdraw that $10 every day if you want to. If you get that $10 grown to $70, you can withdraw that $70 24/7. However, the $1,000 you put in, the capital, you've loaned that to somebody, and it's a loan contract for 7 days. So you wouldn't be able to get to it for 7 days. You can then turn off the loan and it'll come back to your wallet after 7 days and you can do what you want, or you can just let it keep rolling with an auto, kind of like Novatech does with the auto reinvest. We have an auto relending. So every 7 days, that $1,000 will go right back into another loan. So you wouldn't be withdrawing your capital unless you turned off the 7-day contract and then get it back. But the profits, you can withdraw anytime, okay? Now, the one thing, once you withdraw your profits, then that starts another 7-day timer before you start making that 1.5% again. So if you've grown your account with $1,000, you're making $10 a day, it's grown to, in 2 weeks, it's grown to $140. It's going to keep growing at 1.5% compounding. But if you go ahead and withdraw like $100 because you want to pay a bill and you leave 40 there to compound, you pull out your 100, but the 40 that you left, it's not going to compound at 1.5% until 7 days go by. And then that 1.5% is going to start again. So hopefully that answers the question clearly.
Oh man, excellent. And then the last question, let's see, I put do we have to link our wallets to that trust? I forget the name of it.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Have those, to have the same thing in the other wallet. I think it was trust something.
Yeah, no, you never even have to think about trust wallet or anything. That's just one of those things that gives Pastor and I a little excitement, people who really understand cryptocurrency, just the fact that this program is just so technically sound. But no, you never even have to think about doing that. You can keep it super simple. This thing is as simple as downloading an app, creating your wallet, funding your wallet, and investing it and forgetting about it. Just come back 63 days later to withdraw your money and reinvest, come back another 60. It's super simple for the people that want to keep it simple.
Excellent. Oh, thank you. That was all great information. Looking forward to the VPN info.
Yes, ma'am. My phone's acting crazy. I think I need to, it won't even let me, it's just a black screen. I don't know what I did, but I can't even log out of the Zoom to log back in. So I might not be able to show you, but a VPN, you can buy a VPN. I have NordVPN, it's private. So, you know, there's also free VPNs out there, but some people say they steal your information in the free ones. I don't want to scare anybody, but most of the people use a free one. The one that we suggest is called Windscribe, WINDSCRIBE, Windscribe. You can download that. It's a free VPN and then just sign up as if you're in Canada. No problem at all. If you don't have a VPN and you don't want to be bothered with it, just get somebody that has a VPN. You send them the link that you're joining under. They'll click the button and they'll just copy the address and send it to you. It's that simple. You don't actually have to have a VPN if you've got somebody that can do it for you as well. But Windscribe is free. I also understand that if you have an Apple phone or if you download the Opera browser, Opera, O-P-E-R-A, like the concert, and Opera browser also has a VPN inside of it that's free as well. So that works for people.
And another point on that too, that I mentioned earlier about us really understanding more about not only the crypto world, but the whole aspect of the online world. I've had a VPN, and so anybody who's connected with myself and my wife, we can definitely do it for you, because I've had a VPN for over 3 years. I highly recommend it. And I've been wanting to have an avenue or way to just tell people, educate you guys on it, but here it is right here through Fintoch. So once again, it's opening up the world to us all, guys, in a way that is beneficial as we learn. Any other questions out there? I see there's a couple of hand raises out there in the chat.
Cicely. We got Cicely, and then Kenny's had his hand up for a while. Go ahead, Cicely. You can unmute.
Thank you so much. And thank you again for this information, Pastor Peter, Pastor Pam, and you, Reggie. It's really, really an exceptional thing that you all are doing here. And my question is this: how often can you invest? And once you invest, does that restart the time frame from your initial investment when they're counting those days?
Phenomenal question. If you invest today at $100 and it goes for 3 or 4 days, and you get excited and say, wow, that works pretty well, I'm going to put another 500 in. You can invest as much as you want. It's just additional 7 days contract you add to your wallet. No big deal at all. Very simple, nothing to it. And when you do that, now you've got 100 plus 500. So that means you can go up to $600 in compound earnings. Let's say that I'm getting a little deep now for those of you who are following me. So you have one for 100, then you do another one for 500. So now you have $600 invested. Each one is on an auto reinvest. So 600 just keeps on getting 1%. But your profits are growing at 1.5% compounding. And say that gets up to $550, and you're like, wow, I like getting 1.5% on $550. Let me add another 1,000. Now I've got a third contract for 1,000. So now I've got $1,600 invested that's growing at 1%. But now my 500 can keep compounding at 1.5% all the way up to 1,600 before I have to withdraw it and then redeposit it to keep my account doubling. So if that makes sense for you, that's one strategy. Instead of withdrawing your profits when it doubles so that you can keep getting your 1.5%, you can put more money in the lending platform and then let your 1.5% daily compounding keep growing faster. Because if you understand the power of compounding, the larger your account gets, compounding at 1.5% daily, that's a lot of money compounding for you.
Okay, that's good. And then I just have one other question. You mentioned a person can have more than one wallet. What is the maximum amount of wallets? And then do you believe that it's wise to have more than one wallet?
Yes, if you are somebody who is a big builder and you believe you're going to get to 50,000 fast and 500,000, the strategy is actually, let's see if I can go to the whiteboard. I draw poorly on a whiteboard, but just to make sure everybody understands. So this is you on top, and you want to have what I did right there. Okay, so that's you, and you need to have 5 wallets. Okay, so ooh, see, if I had a touchscreen, I'd be good, but you guys get the idea. So you got 5. Okay, now 2 of these you want to build deep. You want to get promoted and build real deep. So you want people to become GMs and that thing just keep growing and keep growing. But the other 3, you would want to just put investment people in these. So someone is going to invest $500, but they don't plan on building. People who don't plan on building, just put in these other legs and grow that income. But then the people who are building, let's say this line over here has $40,000 and it kind of stalls out, but you want to get the GM, which is 50,000. Okay, so you can then create another wallet. Okay, 50,000. You can create another wallet way down here. This person's in the business and you need another 10,000 in volume. You can get their link, this person's link, and you create another wallet with their link. It's going to show up in your own app. It's your wallet, but you start it down here, and now you can sign up 5 more people. You put some more big ballers in and let that thing keep growing. But what you've done you're now creating volume in your other leg so you can promote this person to a GM. So now you can become a VP, all right? So this volume now is growing in the leg where you need the volume, but you sponsor the people. So now you still get the 15% on the first level and the 10% on the second level. So that's why creating multiple wallets can benefit you. And for the people who are true builders that know a lot of people, you might even create these first 2 wallets to be yourself. So then you can look in your wallet and see what your volume is at any given moment and really monitor your organization well. Or one might be a spouse and the other might be a child. So lots of different things you can consider doing, but that kind of gives you a full understanding of what you want to be thinking about as you build. Was that confusing or does it make sense?
That makes perfect sense. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Kenny, you were next. You didn't have your hand up, but I see you're unmuted. And if not Kenny, let me see, I got to get back to my list. How about Kimbrell?
Good blessed afternoon. This is Pastor Joel and Kimbrell McBride. Wonderful presentation. Thank you guys so much. It's a lot information. It's good information, but if we were to sign up today, who is going to actually teach us and go back over all of this with us? Because it's a lot for, an hour.
Yes, ma'am. I am at your disposal. Pastor will learn this quickly. I am sure in your organization, as with mine, we believe in relationships. So if somebody brings someone to the team, I never try and sponsor them. We always see, well, let's make sure your upline wants to get in so that you can get their link. So we'll need to go through that process, I'm sure, with your group as well. So everybody can follow the same chain of lineage as you have in Novatech, but we will certainly spend the time to help you. We can do Zooms just like this and get 4 or 5 people on at the same time and get you all onboarded. When we send the link out, we send it with instructions. So people who are aware of what's going on, you can just do it on your own, but people who need assistance will certainly sit down and do it for you and with you. Sometimes one-on-one, but it'd probably be better in a group setting like this. Any other questions?
No,
all right.
Thank you very much.
St. Louis, 314-609. What you got?
Yes, this is Michael. I got a couple of questions. I think you may have answered. But if you say, for instance, you had you open an account with say $100, and in the like in the last scenario, you said person saw that it was productive and wanted to add $500 to it. It wouldn't be added to the $100. It would be a separate account. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, that is what I said. You would basically.
So there would be 2 different loans.
2 different loans, exactly. So the first loan would be 100, and I'll show you. I just restarted my phone. Let me see if I can get back in, and I'll answer those 2 questions by showing you. But it would be 2 different loans, and I can come back to that instead of trying to explain it now. I'll just do it once after my phone comes back up. You have a second question?
Yeah, the second question relates to Novatech. And I understand, I caught the first part where the message was that they were withdrawing from the U.S. market in order to protect and maintain the integrity of Novatech for its existing customers or persons. Is that correct so far?
That is correct so far, yes, sir.
So then my question is, can you give some clarity as to what necessitated this?
Yeah, I can. Some of my upline leadership and my Novatech team, they kind of know the leadership pretty well. And I think we kind of anticipated that. I even know some people who have gone as far as creating a business identity in another country, and they went to like ipostal.com and set up an address in another country so that they wouldn't even be recognized as being in the United States. But, we have 3-letter organizations in the States, SEC and FCC, all those guys, and
right.
they like to protect United States citizens. So they close down companies all the time if they have an inkling that something's going wrong. Novatech has broken no laws. They do nothing wrong, but just like California sent a cease and desist, at times people don't know what's going on. So they try to find out and figure it out. And instead of going through all those difficulties anymore, they said, we're going to be aggressive. We don't want to take the chance of them trying to close us down, because then everybody would lose their money. So instead of being closed down and all the assets seized by the government, they just decided to stop doing business in the States. The United States have such strict guidelines. Most people would say they don't want us common people to make good money. And when we do well, they find a way to slow us down. So that's one explanation for it. But the reality is, just didn't want to be here anymore for that reason. That's another reason why you need a VPN to get your wallet address over here, because the states are just funny when it comes to this crypto stuff.
Right. So then the RIO's return on investment, that's going to continue.
Yeah,
because, because as of earlier this morning, it had not been added to our accounts.
Certainly.
So
I would say that I assume that some of the bonuses we've been getting paid, that might stop for a while. But the ROI, I'm sure, will continue. They've never missed a week of paying us in the 4 years, and I don't think they're going to want to start. They said things will continue as usual. However, I'm sure that the corporate headquarters will give us some kind of new update to give us more clarification. But I believe that things will continue as normal. They'll continue to pay the weekly ROI. And most of our people I know are just going to sit tight and let their money continue to grow and not even think about doing withdrawals. I think there's a lot of people out there running scared, just like when the California thing happened and the Canada thing. A lot of people were withdrawing and it was just slowing things down. Novatech's done such a great job over the years that people haven't even thought about withdrawing. Very few people withdraw, but there was such a run on the banks that it slowed things down. And a lot of those people were withdrawing all their money, and then they turn around just to put it back in. They just wanted to test to see if the system was real. So it's just been kind of crazy like that. And so many people are still withdrawing that it just puts a drag on the system. But if everyone would just kind of relax, let them go through the motions of everything they need to do to get the company on solid footing again. I know they've got like 3 projects they're working on. It's going to just bring a lot more money to the company, but they can't get to that as long as all this other stuff's going on. So if everyone will just sit tight, let the money keep growing, then our prayer is that they maintain, there's a chance any company can go down. We might look up 3 months from now and Novatech's out of business. We don't expect that. I don't even want to say those words to put that in the atmosphere, but we believe Novatech is solid and will be around for a long time. The reason why I can say that is because I know the heart of the owner, Cynthia Pettion. When that California and Canada thing happened, a lot of companies would have shut down right then. They wouldn't even give people money back. They would have taken off and run. But she wants to make sure everybody is made whole and they fulfill their promises. So we stand with her and we move forward with Novatech.
Okay, so when you refer to withdrawals, you're talking about those persons that were withdrawing their principal and not just the Saturday bonus.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to go into their trade accounts and withdraw their principals. Exactly.
Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you.
And if I could add something to that too, if you looked at it, for all of us who was checking for our weekly ROI, there was a message from Novatech saying that they're processing, they're fixing the commission bug. And one of the things that we know is that the ROI and the commission bug and the commissions are directly related. And so, so what happens is, so what I believe might be happening is they want to make sure everything is right. And then they go right back into, as they said, business as usual.
The ROI is not connected to the commissions.
Say it again, Andrea, we didn't understand you.
Oh, I'm not unmuted. I'm sorry.
That's okay, dear.
No, the ROI is not related to the commissions. The ROI is from your investment only. The commissions is also on a bonus. The bonus is what they was telling us they're going to put pause on because of the commissions. So the bonus account is connected to the commissions, not the ROI.
Thank you.
I apologize.
Okay. iPhone Maddie, what you got? And then after iPhone Maddie is Sandra Miles. Maddie.
Hey,
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks, Coach Reg. My question was, I had heard something about a problem with using an iPhone to get signed up with the app. Has that been resolved, or do we have an avenue around that?
It's
Because a
not
lot of us
problem.
don't want to give up our iPhones and have to go buy another phone.
Right, it's not a problem. It's just some iPhones have additional security settings that people don't even realize they have. So you got to kind of go through the process 3 or 4 times before you work through it. We had that problem yesterday and actually realized that we had a resolution this morning because the member actually called iPhone support. Some people will get a warning on iPhone that says MDM profile doesn't match. That's mobile device management. So if that happens, you have to go in there and you have to remove the management. And we were doing that, but if you've got multiple devices that are open, you have to remove the management on each one of them for it then to work. So anyone that has that problem, will help you walk through that. But yeah, iPhones are fine. You'll be okay and no problem. Sandra.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can unmute, Sandra. There you go.
Well, I wanted to know if you get the VPN and you share it, so can you do the same thing for Novatech, or can you no longer add anybody? So I missed the first few minutes of the presentation.
And you just said something. We're not espousing it, but with a VPN, someone who actually has an address outside of the country, and it works kind of like this. There's a lot of people who live in Texas and California, places that they had already, see, this is not new news. We're already not in like 7 states. So just removing the rest of them, that's why we expected it. But if people who are in California, they still wanted to be in Novatech. Many of them started corporations in other states, and some of them started corporations in other countries so that they could be a part of the country, so part of the company. So by the same token, that same type of thing can happen if somebody really, really wants to do a workaround. They could use a VPN and say, I'm in England, or I'm in wherever, I'm in the Bahamas, and have their Bahamian address and still sign up and do what they do. Now, some companies need KYC. And if they need KYC and you've got to have a driver's license that gives your address, then that's not going to work. But if they don't use KYC and that's not an issue, then you could do that.
Okay, because I have about 15 people in the States that want to sign. And I hate to lose that because I'm a team builder.
Yes, ma'am. And Miss Sandra, that's exactly why we're having this meeting this morning. Hopefully you got here early enough to get the full presentation. If not, we'll have a recording for you. But we love Novatech. We're sticking with Novatech, but Novatech has said we can't sign people in the States anymore. Well, guess what? We can sign people in the States with Fintoch, and those people will be happy to come with you to Fintoch because it's such a solid, phenomenal company. And it actually will pay more than Novatech. We like Novatech because we know the owners. They've been around 4 years. We know they're solid, but it pays less than other platforms that we like as well. But we go with Novatech because it's safe. And, you know, people like to know their money is safe. So 3% a week, safe is good. But now we've got another safe program that pays 1% a day. So instead of 3% a week, you're getting 7% a week. So we feel with Fintoch, we can make even more money quicker and still with safety. So I would suggest that you get knowledge on Fintoch quickly so you can make a decision if you want to follow us. And if you do, you bring those people right on over and you'll be very pleasantly surprised and happy.
One last question. I'm a part of Coin Market Bull. What's the difference? I mean, it sounds very, very similar to Fintoch. Is there a difference with that?
I've seen Coin Market Bull, but I did not. I think I might even taken a position, but I haven't done anything with it, so I don't know it well enough to know. But I will tell you that there is nothing like Fintoch. It's got the full decentralized finance might behind it. But we can go through all these facts again with you that we did in this presentation and make sure you can understand Fintoch, and then you'll know the difference if you're familiar with CMB.
Thank you.
Welcome, dear. Anybody else? I think that's all the hands. Let me see. I've got my phone back up again. Let me share my screen. Okay. So just a couple other points. with Fintoch, once you open your app, I'm going to go to right in the middle. It says to invite. That'll give me my link. I'm going to copy the link. And I'm first tell you about the virtual private network. So I'll go to my browser and paste that link. This is what the link will look like for all of you when you open it up, okay? It'll tell you to create your wallet ID. At the bottom, it says download. That's where you would go to download the app to your phone. But when you create wallet ID and I hit that, you see the word fail up top. It's not going to create it because I'm in the United States, all right? So if I've got a VPN, which I do, I use NordVPN. I'm not connected right now, but I can quick connect. Usually if I quick connect, it's going to connect me in the United States. So I think I'm connected in Miami right now. Okay, I don't want Miami. I'm going to disconnect and I'm going to find another state. We got Costa Rica on there. Most people just connect through Canada. So I touch Canada, it's connected. I am now, my phone now shows that I am located in Canada. If I go right back to the app and I hit create a wallet ID, bam, there's my new wallet ID. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm talking fast and I see the screen share is not saying what I'm saying. So I need to do that again because I want you to see me do it. That didn't make sense, you guys did it because I was talking too fast. Let me leave this. Wow. Let me do all that again, you guys. I'm going to go to my NordVPN and disconnect. I'm going to do that whole thing over again. All right. So I'm going to go back to my app. It's like my connection's gone bad. It's not showing you guys what I'm seeing on my screen. All right. I must have a bad connection.
We can see your screen.
You can see it, but it's, oh, well, maybe it's just my computer is slow.
Because that says official website,
Yeah.
supervisory node.
Right, but when I went through the node, the Norton and change countries and all that, did you see it as I was saying it, or was it way behind?
We saw United
behind.
States, we saw Canada. We're seeing everything.
Okay, good. Well, my computer's just slow. So that's how you do it. That's what that VPN does for you. It changes your location. And then when you go into, when you go to create the wallet, it's going to give it to you. Let me do it again to show you a couple things. Since we're kind of in a training mode, since it sounds like everybody's excited like we are. So the first time I hit create wallet ID, it said fail. And it says fail right now again because I turned my VPN off. So let me go back to my VPN again. That's NordVPN. And I want to connect with Canada. I'm going to hit Canada. It's going to connect, and that Windscribe free VPN will do the same thing for you. All right, it's slowly connecting. I don't know, you guys might see it all right already, but my computer is showing that it's not showing up. You guys see Canada connected, or it still says you're unprotected?
It says VPN not connected. Now
Okay.
it's connected.
Okay, now it's connected. See, it's slow moving, but so we are connected now. That's what the VPN does for you. I'm connected to Canada. So my phone that's in my hand is just like I'm in Canada. So now when I go back to the link, when I hit create wallet there in the middle, it's not going to tell me fail now because I'm not in the United States. So I just got my wallet ID. So my sponsor's wallet ID is up on the top, that A04F, but my wallet is down here on the bottom in orange. Okay. And at the end of the wallet, you see the little plus sign in the two pieces of paper. If you touch that, it'll copy that ID to the clipboard. So I could then, if you don't have a VPN, you could just send me the link of the person you're signing under. I would click that for you. I'd copy it, and then I'd text it to you. And you have what you need, just as though you had it yourself. Okay, that makes sense? If you have a VPN, you can do it yourself. And like I said, you can get Windscribe for free. So that's how the VPN situation works. Once you get that wallet ID, when you go to wallet, it's going to then, I've already opened my wallet, but if you went to wallet and you had just created your account, if you had just downloaded the app, it wouldn't have gone to wallet. If you hit wallet, it's going to tell you to create a new one. So the same place as if I'm on this home screen right now, up at the top to the left is the little gear, and that's settings. When you go one down to identity wallet, that's where all of your different wallets are going to be. Okay, I've created multiple wallets on here, and you see I've got different names on all of them. Okay, so at the very bottom, it says import an identity wallet. If I already had a wallet and I had 12 words, I could bring that wallet over, or I could hit create an identity wallet, and that's where I'm going to create my new wallet ID. So that ID that I just pushed that orange box and got, I would paste that into this top box, and now I'm going to create my wallet. So just like in TrustWallet, I need to create a password. All right, it's got to be numbers, symbols, and letters, and at least 8 digits long. So I'll create my password. I'm going to verify that it's the same, and I can put a hint if I choose to. I might say mom's maiden name or whatever, you know, something somebody's not going to be able to figure out. But if you lose your password, you could lose your money. All right, so you got to make sure that you create it complex enough, yet something you won't forget. And if you think you might forget it in a couple of years, you put a hint, because this is decentralized finance. There's no company to give you your password back. If you hit forgot password, they're not going to send you a link to create a new one. They're going to send you your hint. So if you don't even remember what your hint was, you're in bad shape. But always, if you have those 12 words, you're okay. But if you lose your 12 words and you lose your password, you're out of luck. All your money's gone. Okay. So that's how you're going to create it. The next step is going to say backup. And that's when you're going to write down your 12 words. You don't want to take a screenshot. You don't want to email it to yourself. You want to write on a piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you're going to write those names in. And then the next screen is going to ask you to touch the name of each word in order so they can verify that you did it right. And then your wallet's going to be created. And then when you go to the bottom right and click wallet, now your wallet will open up and you can go to USDT and fund your wallet, get that receive address. Okay. The other thing that someone mentioned earlier is if I have a wallet and now I want to sign up my child, the other gentleman had another similar question. What do I do? Well, you can then go to your wallet, and this top main wallet is the very first one that I did. I didn't want to do that. Okay. But that top one is mine. So I know my own link. I would then take my own link and go hit create a new wallet. So I create that wallet ID. I come here and create a new wallet. So now I've created another wallet under myself that's going to show up here with all the other wallets. Okay, so I think that answers that question that 2 of you had. Any other questions out there? You guys got a lot of information today. What's it been, about 90 minutes? About 100 minutes, hour and a half.
It's worth every minute of it. I'm telling you, worth every minute.
You're welcome. I forgot I've got a 3 o'clock appointment. So let's see if we got 2 more questions. If not, we can cut it at that point, because I think you guys got your marching orders. You got everything you need. We can do this recording, and I think I've answered all the questions. I've never seen a video that's complete. So I guess I'm proud of us.
Well, there was a Christopher Griffin who has his hand up.
Hey, Christopher.
Yes.
Question?
Yeah, quick question. When you say wallets, I noticed the wallets that you have here. If you have a different wallet, it doesn't matter what wallet that you have. If you have something else other than what you have listed here that you can put down as your wallet and your method of transferring funds in and out of the platform.
Right. It's just like I talked before. Every one of these circles is a wallet. Nobody gives their name. Nobody gives anything. So you are a wallet. The people under you are wallets. It's just a matter of whether it's your wallet or somebody else's wallet, whether you want it on your app or not. You can erase a wallet off your app and then use those 12 words to put it on a different phone. You could even set up a wallet for somebody you know, and then give them the 12 words and you erase it and delete it and it becomes their wallet. So I don't know specifically what your question was, but that may have answered it. Say it again if I didn't give you clarity.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about being able to fund and withdraw to a wallet. That's what I'm talking about.
Certainly.
You know, the cash apps or the different, wallets that you would have to transfer money to.
Sure. The best answer for that is just like you have a trust wallet. When you open it up, you see all your coins. You've got a Binance wallet. You open it up, you see all your coins. You've got a Fintoch wallet. You open it, you see all your coins. You're just going to send and receive from wallet to wallet, even if it's wallets within your Fintoch wallet. Each wallet is its own wallet with its own coins. So you might want to send coins. You might need some TRX in one of your wallets to make a transfer because you don't have the money for gas fees. So you take that TRX from one wallet, say send, get your receive wallet address from your other wallet and send it to that wallet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sort of. It kind of.
Yes. a little hazy, but yeah, as you go along, it'll make more and more sense. You're going to start off with one. So then as you grow more and more, it'll make more and more sense. But if I have a Fintoch wallet, like I just showed you, I can just say, hey, I've got some USDT in this wallet and I want to send it to my trust wallet. Or you could have some Bitcoin in your wallet. You want to send it to your Cash App Bitcoin wallet. I mean, it's just a wallet. You send it.
Okay, that's pretty close to what I'm talking about right there.
Yes,
different avenues to get your money and where to put it. And I want to, you know, there are some decentralized wallets out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to be able to do this, but send my money straight to a decentralized wallet.
You certainly can all day long. That's what you would want to do. That's what you want to do.
Right. Okay. That's the question.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt. And what he's saying for everybody that didn't understand, Trust Wallet is a decentralized wallet. I can take my money directly from Fintoch and I'll get my Trust Wallet receive wallet, and then I'll go to Fintoch and say send. I'll send my money from Fintoch to Trust Wallet and just back and forth. You can do whatever you want to do with your money. All right, one more question. Who else has something out there? Carl? All right, anybody else? I think we've done well today. Pastor, back to you.
I didn't even know I was unmuted.
Oh, you're okay, buddy? I look forward to you one day.
I was actually going to type in and say, I just recently got me a Ledger Nano X.
Yep.
Which I feel a little more safer with that, the cold wallet. So I don't know if you I don't know. I jumped on and off the call a couple times, so I don't know if you even went through that or not. But
we did not.
I started sending my stuff straight to my Ledger.
No problem at all. You can fund your wallet here at Fintoch and grow your money, and when you withdraw, send it straight to your cold wallet for safekeeping. No problem at all. And everybody, the recording of this Zoom, hopefully I won't have any issues. I think I did it right. When it comes to my computer, I'll send that link to Pastor and he can to Brother Peter, and he can get it to all of you, and Sister Pamela. All right. Appreciate you all.
Well, I appreciate you too, Coach Reg, and for all the people who are on this Zoom and you're connected with myself and my wife, we invited you here, or if somebody else who we know invited you to the Zoom, please get back with us or that person if Fintoch is an avenue you want to go with. And we look forward to getting you on board and getting you into income diversification. God bless you all. Coach Reg, again, thank you for the phenomenal presentation, all the great information. I'm telling you, I appreciate it because you just caused me to want to go out and burn about a gazillion calories as I run around the block.
Well, let me say that, Sister Pamela, I hope you're pleased. I hope I did you proud, love. Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a blessed day. We're about to end this in 3, 2, 1.